What if I told you there's a way to live your life so that nothing, no insult, no loss, no betrayal, can truly hurt you? Imagine walking through life with an unshakable sense of peace, knowing that external events, no matter how painful or unfair, hold no power over your inner world. Sound impossible? Think again. In this video, we're diving deep into one of Seneca's most profound teachings. By doing this, nothing will hurt you, Stoicism. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges or struggled to find peace in the face of adversity, this ancient wisdom will change the way you see the world and yourself. If you're intrigued by ideas like this and want to unlock the secrets of Stoicism, hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss out on more transformative content. ***. Let's break it down, because Seneca wasn't just talking about wishful thinking or empty platitudes when he said that nothing can hurt you if you master your mind. He was offering a practical roadmap for living a life of resilience, clarity, and emotional freedom. At its core, this teaching revolves around the idea that pain is not inflicted by external events but by our judgments about them. It's not the event itself, the harsh words, the job loss, the broken relationship, that causes suffering. It's how we interpret and react to those events. By mastering your perceptions, you can take away the power of external circumstances to harm you. But how do you actually do this? Let's explore the principles step by step. The first step is understanding the dichotomy of control, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Seneca reminds us that some things are within our control, while others are not. Our thoughts, actions, and attitudes fall under our domain, but everything else, the opinions of others, weather patterns, global events, is beyond it. When we waste energy trying to control what's outside our sphere of influence, we set ourselves up for frustration and pain. For example, if someone insults you, their words are outside your control. What is within your control is how you choose to respond, with anger, indifference, or even compassion. By focusing only on what you can control, you reclaim your power and reduce unnecessary suffering. So, the next time something unpleasant happens, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, why am I letting it disturb my peace? The second principle is detaching from external outcomes. Seneca warns us that much of our suffering comes from clinging too tightly to possessions, relationships, or achievements. When we tie our happiness to external factors, we become vulnerable to disappointment and despair. Instead, Seneca encourages us to adopt a mindset of detachment, not indifference, but a healthy recognition that everything in life is temporary. For instance, if you lose your job, instead of viewing it as a personal failure, see it as an opportunity to reassess your goals and grow. By loosening your grip on external outcomes, you create a buffer zone between yourself and potential sources of pain. As Seneca wrote, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive." Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care with a sense of perspective, knowing that nothing lasts forever. The third principle is reframing adversity as growth. One of the most powerful lessons Seneca teaches is that challenges are not obstacles but opportunities for self-improvement. Every difficulty you face is a chance to practice patience, courage, and resilience. When chaos strikes, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your mindset to, "What can I learn from this?" For example, if you experience a breakup, rather than wallowing in sadness, focus on what the experience has taught you about yourself and your needs. By reframing adversity as a teacher, you transform pain into progress. This principle aligns perfectly with modern psychology's concept of post-traumatic growth, the idea that people can emerge stronger and wiser after facing hardship. Seneca understood this centuries ago, reminding us that difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Another key aspect of Seneca's teaching is practicing gratitude in all circumstances. Gratitude isn't just for moments of abundance, it's especially important during times of hardship. When you actively look for things to be grateful for, even in the midst of chaos, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. Seneca believed that gratitude helps us cultivate contentment, reducing the sting of misfortune. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of fuming about the delay, use the time to reflect on the positives. "I'm fortunate to have a car. I'm safe. This moment gives me a chance to breathe." Over time, practicing gratitude rewires your brain to notice the good, even when life feels overwhelming. This habit not only protects you from negativity but also strengthens your ability to stay calm in adversity. The fifth principle is mastering your emotions through reason. Seneca emphasized the importance of using logic to counteract irrational emotional reactions. When something upsetting happens, our instinctive response is often to react impulsively, with anger, fear, or sadness. But Seneca reminds us that emotions are not facts, they are interpretations shaped by our beliefs. By pausing before reacting and applying reason, you can interrupt the cycle of negative emotions. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of immediately getting angry, remind yourself, "This person may be having a bad day. Their actions don't define my worth." This simple act of reasoning diffuses the emotion and restores your calm. Over time, this practice builds emotional resilience, making you less reactive and more grounded. The sixth principle is embracing impermanence. Much of our suffering stems from resisting change or clinging to the past. Seneca reminds us that life is transient, and everything, both joy and sorrow, is fleeting. By embracing impermanence, you develop a deeper appreciation for the present moment and a greater acceptance of life's uncertainties. For example, if you're grieving a loss, remind yourself, this pain won't last forever. It's part of the natural flow of life. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, it means acknowledging reality without resistance. This mindset frees you from the weight of attachment and allows you to move forward with grace. Seneca wrote, "Time heals what reason cannot." Embracing impermanence helps you trust that healing is possible, even when it feels distant. The seventh principle is cultivating self-discipline. Seneca believed that true freedom comes from mastering oneself. Self-discipline isn't about restriction, it's about aligning your actions with your values and priorities. When you practice discipline consistently, you build the strength to resist impulses that lead to regret or suffering. For example, if you're tempted to lash out at someone who hurt you, self-discipline enables you to pause and respond with wisdom instead of anger. Over time, self-discipline becomes a shield against external triggers, protecting your inner peace. As Seneca famously said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By cultivating self-discipline, you gain sovereignty over your mind and emotions. The eighth principle is focusing on virtue as the highest good. For Seneca and other Stoics, virtue, living according to wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, was the ultimate measure of success. External achievements, wealth, and status pale in comparison to the richness of a virtuous life. When you prioritize virtue, you anchor yourself in values that cannot be taken away. For example, if someone criticizes you unfairly, instead of feeling hurt, remind yourself, "Am I acting with integrity?" Then their opinion doesn't matter. By focusing on virtue, you create an unshakable foundation for your self-worth, immune to the whims of external validation. Seneca wrote, "Virtue is the only good, vice is the only evil." Living virtuously ensures that no external event can diminish your dignity or inner peace. Now, here's the truth, mastering these principles isn't easy, it requires consistent effort and self-awareness. But the rewards are profound. By implementing Seneca's teachings, you'll develop an unshakable inner fortress that shields you from life's inevitable storms. Imagine navigating challenges with grace, confidence, and clarity, knowing that no external event can truly harm you. Picture yourself responding to adversity not with fear or anger but with wisdom and poise. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're actionable tools you can start practicing today. To begin, pick one principle that resonates with you, whether it's focusing on what you can control, practicing gratitude, or detaching from outcomes, and commit to applying it daily. Journal about your experiences, reflect on your progress, and celebrate small victories along the way. Over time, these habits will compound, transforming how you think, feel, and respond to life's challenges. Remember, Stoicism isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even small steps toward mastering your mind will yield significant results. And here's the beauty of it. Anyone can benefit from Seneca's wisdom, regardless of their background or current circumstances. You don't need special skills or resources, just a willingness to try. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as your relationship with adversity begins to shift. Pain will still come. Seneca never promised a life free of hardship, but you'll discover that suffering is optional. By changing how you perceive and respond to challenges, you'll unlock a level of peace and resilience you never thought possible. If you're inspired by these ideas and want to dive deeper into Stoicism, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We explore topics like this regularly, offering practical insights and timeless wisdom to help you navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. Whether you're new to Stoicism or already familiar with its teachings, there's always more to learn and apply. Leave a comment below sharing which principle resonates with you the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you know someone who could benefit from this video, share it with them. Together, let's spread the wisdom of Stoicism and empower each other to live lives of meaning and resilience. So, are you ready to embrace Seneca's teachings and transform how you experience the world? Are you prepared to walk through life knowing that nothing, no insult, no loss, no betrayal, can truly hurt you if you master your mind? The journey starts now. Take the first step today, and let's build a life of unshakable peace and purpose together.
Please comment what do you think, like if was useful for you, and subscribe if you like Stoic content.